But
ladies first.
oh, okay, fine. We'll do
Ladies
that.
first.
We'll do that. It's official. The Bay Area has a women's soccer team in the NWSL. That is Bay FC. They have an official game played, and they get the W down in LA against Angel City FC. That's one of the fun things that NWSL does is for the New York team and the LA team. They have a fun like name instead of just
What's
New
New
York or
York's?
Los Angeles. Gotham FC.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
badass.
pretty cool. It's pretty cool. They
Yeah,
actually
I
won
like
the chip.
that.
They won the chip last year. They were like the sixth seed, and then they just made a run, and there was a whole story that happened along with that. If you're into women's soccer drama, go check it out yourself. But uh, somebody got cheated on, and then somebody who was
Oh
retiring ended up, yeah,
yeah.
Ali Krieger. Yeah,
Okay,
look about the
okay.
Ali Krieger story if you want to dive into it more. But back to this game, they beat Angel City FC 1-0. Oshuala in her NWSL debut gets the goal in the 16th minute, and that was all that was needed. Although there was some spectacular saves,
Nice.
and
Nice.
uh, the defense bent but did not break, and that was it looks like they built the team right. They got a superstar striker, red leather, yellow leather, and then they really built up the back line, and they were able to get a win. It's a good measuring stick. Angel City was the 5 seed in the playoffs last year, so they're a good team, but not a great team. And they were able to, you know, they controlled the ball a lot. It was like 58% Angel City, so they were able
Huh.
to hold strong, really hold that line, and a couple of miracle saves as well, and even defenders getting in the way of a couple of shots as well. It was full on attack mode for the last half hour, and Bay FC, excuse me, really held their own. So,
Yeah, I
uh,
would just say it's their first game.
mhm.
Congratulations, ladies, on your first win. But let's not play behind the whole time, huh? Because
Well,
that's
yeah.
energy spent that I don't want to spend.
Right, yeah. Well, I mean, the defense held strong. They get a clean sheet. Their next game is Saturday at 4:30 at Washington. That's the Washington Spirit, for those of you that don't know. And it's
Nice.
going to be so as far as obviously the season just started. Playoffs aren't till like October, November, but the top 6 in the league make the playoffs. There's 14 total teams. And right now, after that win, they are sitting in fourth after goal differential.
Okay.
So
Okay.
there you go.
Nice. Nice.
There's that. Yeah, I'm really excited to keep watching, and this is a great opportunity. And the games are like they're televised on, like, they have a free streaming app where you can watch all the games, but also NBC Sports Bay Area showed this last game, and I think they're going to keep showing a lot of the games locally as well. So
Nice.
um, I will say that the sound quality, it sounded like I was listening to the AM radio broadcast, so they need to work on the sound quality at least for this last game. But yeah, so there's a couple of pain points to work through on the technology side, but I'm really thrilled with how the team performed in their first ever game.
Well,
Yeah,
I'd say that's better than what Wrexham has right now because right now watching a game with their IPL system that they have for theirs is really rough. Given the fact that their games are also starting at like 6 to 5 a.m. on Saturday mornings. But our boys got a point. It wasn't a great week. They got a decision here with Harrogate Town. They went 0-0. They took the L on Saturday against Tranmere 0-1. They're currently 19-10-9 in third place. And they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games left.
yeah.
9. Okay. So there's 24 points to be had. They're sitting in third. They're a point behind second. And I want to say when I looked at the standings last, yeah. So Mansfield Town has 72. Unless by some miracle happens, I mean, obviously things could change, but I think Mansfield Town's going to hold on. Uh, I just they're just a solid team all the way around. But just be top three. No issues
Top
with
three
that.
is
So
automatic.
yep.
So
So they're currently tied with fourth with MK Don. So 24 points to be had. Let's make the most of these last 9 games. A points yeah, it helps, but let's get some threes on the boards. So, upcoming, they play Saturday against Grimsby Town, and Grimsby Town is fourth to last place in the EFL2. So, there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to get that win done. I don't know of any injuries. Ollie Palmer seems to be a little past his prime now at this point. I think he's playing at the level of competition for him. So, Paul Mullen, we're going to need you to step up and step up big. So, let's get it done, boys. 9 games.
All right. All right. And so then that brings us to the earthquakes. These, ba-
Wait.
what?
Do you know what time it is?
It's fuck John Fisher o'clock.
Let's go, baby.
Always. So they take the L like I expected they would against Sporting KC 2-1. They have not won a game yet in 4 tries. They're currently dead last in the West. That's 14th for those of you who are keeping track at home. So upcoming is Saturday versus Seattle Sounders. Probably another
That's
L.
gonna be now.
Probably another L. I mean, ugh. Schedule's
What's
looking rough.
what has changed from
Although
6 months ago to now?
I don't know, man. I think they were just overperforming maybe a little bit. They they didn't really make any moves to get better either. You know,
I mean,
they lose. They did send Cade Cowell to the Mexico League, and so that's
he
hurting
is
a
kind
little
of
bit.
killing the MX League though.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, he's doing good.
Yeah. So I mean, having him around would have helped, but that's not part of the plan. The plan is to suck.
Yeah,
So
because they need a new stadium.
right, they need a new one, even though they just built one 9 years ago. Yeah, and of course, in the comments, my dad FJF, thank you very much, as always. Fuck John Fisher.
Always.
So like I said, they're playing Seattle Sounders. I just looked at the standings actually. Seattle is off to a not that great start. They have 1 loss and 2 draws to start the season so far, but that's still 2 points more than the Quakes have. So if you get the win, you leapfrog the Sounders, and right now they are. I take that back. The New England Revolution also does not have a single point yet. Every other team in MLS has at least 1 point. So everybody's got at least 1 tie, 1 draw, except for the San Jose Earthquakes and the New England Revolution. But this is not a New England Revolution podcast.
He just needs a sell, man. I mean,
This is so
you're talking
bad.
about a revolution. I need a revelation.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Hamilton. Shout out to Hamilton.
Work.
No, man, like John Fisher needs to go. He's got awful. You know, I'm gonna take the Sam's mantle this week. So
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
man, I said 2 weeks ago, and this was off the podcast at the end. I wanted to dive more into the earthquakes because what's the pulse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Last week I talked about how they brought it up and I commented onto it, and that got a piggyback situation. I'm not gonna say I started a trend, but I am seeing a lot more that I've noticed in the subreddit for the earthquakes about John Fisher. Some guy tried to post about a curse, like baseball's got this curse for this team and blah blah blah, this curse, right? And they're like, oh, it was the earthquakes when this dude lost this, and everyone was like, no, it's John Fisher. Don't fucking change the narrative. It's John Fisher. The whole thing was John Fisher, John Fisher, John Fisher.
Yeah. Basically, since the Quakes came back in 2008, and he was, he's the owner at that point. Like him and Lou Wolf brought the team back after they relocated to Houston and then in 2005, I think.
Yep.
Something like that. So there was a couple years without the Quakes. The Quakes come back, and it's been John Fisher as the owner since. And the team has been dog shit basically the entire time, with the 2012 and 2013 seasons being an exception.
My new thing I'm gonna do this week, right? I'm gonna repost about how John Fisher put the San Jose Earthquakes as collateral damage in case he has to sell, basically, right? Lose so I want to put that on there and be like, hey, look, maybe you guys know about it, maybe you don't. Here's what your thoughts are. So I will get back to you next week, and I just want to see what they say about that situation.
Yeah, definitely. Let's get in there, and then we can report back.
Yeah, because if he treats your team like that, he definitely doesn't care about your team, because he definitely doesn't care about the A's.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that's the team that he does allegedly care about. You know,
Yeah.
he does not give a single shit about you, Quakes fans.
Yep.
And I'm kind of a casual Quakes fan, but they are the team from here, and they are the team that I've been following for my basically the entire time that they've existed.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have
Sounds like
another
Clash
soccer
Days,
team.
you know.
We don't have
Yeah.
another soccer team. We don't have another hockey team
Mhm.
that we could honestly, professional wise, root for. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Um, so here's another non-league note for soccer. The U.S. women's national team on Friday they dropped to fourth in the FIFA rankings despite winning the W Gold Cup. And so basically, the reason why they fell out of the top three it was because they lost the 2-0 loss to Mexico in the group stage.
Mm.
That kind of dropped them. And this is actually the lowest ranking in the history of the U.S. women's national team. They've never been lower than two before
Can
at
we give
any
out
point.
can we give out one shout out on that, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the I saw this earlier, that's why I had to relook it up here. Solomon Islands. They jumped up 21 spots in the rankings. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't tell you on a map where Solomon Islands is, so I had to look them up. And
Pacific?
what's that?
They're in the Pacific.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're
in the
in.
Pacific Ocean.
Yes. So they're Oceania by standards, but definitely
Right.
the Pacific. So it is a small group knit of islands, and they put a soccer team together that has jumped up 21 spots, the biggest jump.
Where are they at
Um,
now?
I'll tell you right now. They've scored 78 points, right?
Mhm.
Within this whole march here. So let me Solomon Islands FIFA ranking, right? I'll tell you right now. They are
While
currently
you're searching,
130, or I'm sorry, they're currently 130th, 131st, right? They were 200th, the bottom of the
Jesus.
bottom.
Wow.
You couldn't get any
Yeah,
lower.
you win one game, I guess. There's one or two games, and that would help. You know, good for them.
Right,
Um,
but you know
put it on the
what?
board. Yeah.
Give it to you. You know what? You did something. You are the Jamaican bobsled team at this point. You know, so
Right on.
congratulations. But
Um,
to your point here,
yeah.
America dropped down to fourth. Your top three above them:
In
France being
order.
third, England
Uh,
being second, and
mm,
Spain being first.
yeah, it makes sense. Spain just won the World Cup.
Yep.
England was right there with them, and France is also a really good team as well. So it makes sense. I don't like they dropped down to fourth. I think they should still probably be above France. I think dropping them to third would be fair. I think, um, but that's fine. That's it. I mean, we got the Olympics coming up, and that'll shake up the rankings very immediately as well. So
I
we'll
agree.
see with the new coaches coming in and everything. It's Emma Hayes is her name. I had it right there. My dad's telling us exactly where it is. He says Guadalcanal, northwest of Australia, on the opposite side of the Coral Sea. Thanks for that. So for
Thank you,
those of
pops.
you that have a map, there's where you look. Go to Australia, then head northwest.